Coach, the rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Baltimore Ravens. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Joker, join it.
And to give this time to the tailback. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd and 12.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12.
What's wrong? Hey, check flag 33. Check flag 33. Let's go. Let's get this ball back.
Throwing is Jackson. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So on 4th down, they bring on the Michigan man, Matt Wild, to kick it away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Mahomes. Stepping up, he'll try and run. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Mahomes now on 1st down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is caught at the 20. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Yellow. 40. Hey, 43, 43, 15. Hey, rip left. Safety yellow.
On 2nd and 15 now. Mahomes. And an alley to run. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Right, check, 59, 59. Here we go, go. Check, 59.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson steps away. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close, and it's not something they even imagine, because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning. They got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Williams. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves them much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness, just about got him into the end zone.
They come out here in the eye. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Jamal Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It was Breeland Speaks getting home to the quarterback that time.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson. And the pressure gets to him again. Chris Jones providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Here's Matt Weil now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
And, Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Dancing to, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Dorian O'Daniel, third-round pick in 2018, made the tackle. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack by Dorian O'Daniel, the linebacker from Clemson. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 32 yards as we inch our way to the 2-minute warning. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mahomes buying time to his left. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he's trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it, I think.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
It's a gain of 21 yards.
Hey, check back 33.
First down.
Let's see what you got.
First and 10.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Forced out to his left. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. To throw is Jackson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Being chased out left. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin, and he'll go down. Inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
And the Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go. Check 31. Check 31.
Now Jackson on first down. Steps away to his left. And he rifles one incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
You got tape. You got tape. You got tape.
Jackson from the shotgun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Kwiatkowski able to maneuver in for the sack. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Now on 2nd and 16, Mahomes has got it to Williams. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Bucks it. Check 48's the mark. Check 48's the mark.
Now here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And an alley to run. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
43.
Mahomes now on first down. It's caught by Moncrief. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
You better be afraid of me.
On second down, Williams. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Let's go. Yellow, yellow.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to let it go. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Yellow.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
48 for Mike. Attack.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
He's got it to Ingram, complete.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. This time Jackson will throw it, buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And the punt goes out of bounds, so no chance to bring it back, and they will spot it at the 24-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On first down, Mahomes. And his throw here is incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Mahomes will try again on second down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Mahomes now to throw. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 33.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And this is Moncrief for the catch. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. This is caught by Williams. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jamal Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now.
Now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Play action. Now Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Check.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Frank Clark picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 4th down, here's Jackson. Going for it all. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens cut into that lead. They go for just one here as it's up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Yellow. Let's go. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey.
On 1st down, it's Scott. And some space here. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good, backside guys.
Man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the Ravens' 15-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I got you.
Now a give, right side. Scott. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Ravens' 11-yard line.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of. But now it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Chiefs, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.